Sometimes I think we got to ask ourselves that question: do we want to stay on the shallow side of life or move to the deep end of life, in which God becomes our only lifeguard?
Willing to be yourself in the sight of people, no matter what people think. I think that's what it's all about. Back to another banger, baby. Y'all know how we doing. We cut the hair off. We got the low cut. You know, I might grow it back. But listen, the Inspired Trucker, we back in the building. Today, I want to talk about first time riding a Volvo. So look, y'all stay tuned for today's video. We're going to jump straight into it. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe. And listen, don't forget to return and don't forget to share. I'll see you in a minute. Let's get it. So first and foremost, we at the truck stop over in Kentucky. And it's my first time riding a Volvo. I'm not a big Volvo guy. But you want to know what? Today it's actually been a blessing. Man, my hair look like a peanut. So we in a Volvo. Y'all see how we do. Out here at the truck stop in Kentucky. I'm about 60 miles away from the place that I'm actually gonna be dropping at. But I was gonna be about 2 hours early. So I decided to stop here, you know, and share this clip because I've been thinking about making a video like this, but I hadn't been in a Volvo. And I actually don't know if I took a whole trip. I might have took a whole trip in a Volvo, but what makes this trip different is that this isn't just a Volvo, this is a CNG Volvo. So y'all see right there, CNG. That's what makes this Volvo different. Now you may say, what is a CNG? Well listen, this doesn't have any fuel tanks. I'm gonna show us. So y'all see, there's no fuel tanks. There's no fuel tanks that go to this truck. And that's what makes this interesting because I'm here at the truck stop, but I can't get fuel from this truck stop because look at what we take. We take natural gas. Think about a time where this industry may have thought about running a natural gas truck. Here we are, I'm running a natural gas truck. You can see videos about it and all these different things, but I'm actually running a natural gas truck. And it's a Volvo. I haven't did a Peterbilt natural gas or a Freightliner, but I did a Volvo. Volvos are pretty comfortable trucks, so it's pretty cool. Today I want to talk about how it looked to ride. I want to show us the inside. I want to actually show us the gas symbol, where I got to get gas from. I actually got to have particular locations, which can make your job a little bit tougher, but hey, this is what we do. We out here, we trucking. And I want to walk us through the journey of just how running with Amazon really has just been a blessing. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to jump into the street. I want to show us the inside of the truck. Man, it's a little bit warm out here. I guess it's not too hot. Y'all know we always got to represent. So I want to first start off showing us the inside. Inside is pretty cool. And I want to just give us a little bit of how it's looking on the inside to give us a little bit of a truck tour. It's pretty clean in here. And I want to show us how you can tell the fuel level and how it looks from this side. So obviously y'all can see about 6 hours remaining on my shift, taking a break. Right here is where you can actually see the fuel level. It's at 55%, so I'm gonna need to get fuel, and it says 700 some miles. I'm gonna need to get fuel to go to pick up my trailer and also to make it back. So I'm gonna have to stop and get fuel for that. The inside, the features look, you know, similar. Much more of a newer truck. One thing about these Volvos, I know sometimes they have the thing off to the side, but in this truck, literally this is the neutral, this is the drive, and then you just hit, you know, your parking brake and trailer brake. And it's a bit different. It's a bit different. You know, you got the lights up top. It's pretty cool. Y'all know we ride with our word. And then we come to the back. It's pretty cool in here, double bunk. One thing I can say about these trucks. So one thing I have to say about this truck is my wife made me lunch. These refrigerators are too small. You can't really put nothing in here. I got more lunch in there, but I can't really put it in here because it's too small. Got a nice microwave, which is cool. Nice and clean. They got it, you know. We also have a TV. You know, it's pretty solid. We got something for our oils. I actually need to put this can in here because we're good on it right now. That's cooling. Other than that, you know, nice bed, nice ground. It's pretty cool in here. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I guess the difference, the seat in these trucks are very, very, very comfortable. I guess the only difference is when I'm hitting that Jake brake, I gotta like push this lower, push this high when somebody get, you know, in front of me for following distance, because we know, y'all know we got the Smart Drive right here. Smart Drive loves to make sure you driving safe, which is cool. But now let's go to the outside so I can show you all the symbol on the outside and how that looks. So if you notice, it says natural gas, powered by natural gas. And then we have system pressure. And these are the two nozzles. So you twist it. These are the two nozzles for a big nozzle and small nozzle. And like I said, this is actually my first time getting this truck. Gotta twist it correctly. And thankfully, you know, y'all see all these truckers out here working. Make sure y'all give a trucker a thank you, because it's a lot going on out here. But thankfully, I got the opportunity to bobtail, and I'm not gonna, you know, say I take that for. I'm not gonna say I take that for granted, because I actually enjoy bobtailing. I think for me personally, it's one of the simplistic things that you can do is actually choosing a bobtail, and that's what I got the opportunity to do with this natural gas. I didn't burn that much fuel. I think I started off on about 80. I think I was at 76, so I burned about 20%. But it also talks about how you can't smoke, you can't vape, you can't do those type of things in this type of truck, and thankfully I don't do none of those things. Other than that, you also see something on this truck that they got wings. That's another thing that you notice. The tires and everything. Everything is pretty straightforward beyond that. It sounds a little bit different. You know, it sounds a little bit different. I'm gonna pop this hood and show y'all just a little bit of difference, but it's our first time riding in a Volvo natural gas truck, and you know, it's a newer truck. Another thing that you notice in these trucks is that to pop the hood, it's underneath, as like a regular car, versus, you know, on other trucks, it's not underneath. You got to walk outside. So here we go. So it is pretty dirty. The cooler is looking good. Everything is looking pretty good. It looks pretty dirty, but it is more so a newer truck, 80,000 miles on it. That fan is really blowing. Another thing you notice in this truck is that as soon as you close the hood, it automatically locks itself, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Yep, it's a Volvo 760. And it feels good out here. So I'm gonna close this. Literally, it locks itself, which is cool. Got the flatbed guys out here. Turn the air up. So that brings us to the conclusion of this video, which y'all know every video we like to actually share the word. So today's Bible verse will be Luke 19:9. If you got me on TikTok, you can check out the fuller message for this. But I wanted to give us a little symbolization of the salvation of God. The Bible told us this. Zacchaeus was a man who was a sinner, a man who they said, Jesus, why are you sitting with sinners? He's robbed, he had false accusations of taking money. And Luke 19:8-9 tells us that Zacchaeus stood and said unto the Lord, behold, Lord, the half of my goods I give to the poor. Something that we should do, you know, when we're in Christ, we should help. We don't only work in this truck for ourselves. We work so that we can help others who may be incapable. And if I have taken anything from any man by false accusation, we don't gain money by false accusation, I will restore him fourfold. And Jesus said unto him, this day has salvation come to this house, for as much as he also is the son of Abraham. You see, this is such a good quickening parallel on how Christ is. The day you declare him as your Lord and Savior, it may not be every area is fixed, but I promise you salvation has came to you. And let the salvation work itself out of you, where your mind is changed. Now you don't want to rob nobody. You don't want to lie. You don't want to steal. You don't want to cheat. You just want to really see what God looks at humanity from, how he look at his creatures, how he look at one another. And that right there is a little bit of the verse that I wanted to give us today, because it's very important. Salvation is for every trucker here. I want all of them to make it home safe. I want all of them to make it to their destination safe, because then I can be safe. You know, when the road is backed up because of the lack of salvation on one human soul, because of maybe drunkenness, whatever the case may be, it's not only harm for that person, but for all of us. So I share that today, that Jesus Christ is the one that gives us salvation. And with our soul, our spirit, and our body, all of us need it. Because we may have been told lies, we may have been deceived, and we may have just been living from the wrong mentality. So today I come to share that with us today, and share, you know, we in a natural gas truck. So do the most natural thing. Give your life back to the Lord. You know, as simple as that. Today, you know, we're going to keep trucking. I'm going to go to this fuel island. Even though I'm not going to get fuel, probably get something to drink or something. We're going to keep trucking. I'll see you on the next video. God bless each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all for the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Find who you are, live in spirit, and find peace.
Our lives are meant to be legacies for somebody else, for generations to come. And we got to continue to walk after that and do things that are courageous.